Ever since I installed a lift kit on my 4Runner and these bigger tires, I thought it'd be cool to take the mud flaps off. But since then, I've been having some regret. And it's for a few reasons. One, mud flaps kind of help protect the body from rock chips and all that stuff. And two, they kind of keep the mud off the steps, which is nice when you're going off-roading. But more than that, they're just kind of nostalgic. They have this feel where a Toyota without mud flaps is kind of wrong. The other thing I don't like is I keep losing these splash guards. I replaced the set on the other side, and I've lost yet another one here. After I noticed my splash guard is missing yet again, I decided, well, might as well get splash guards and some pretty cool looking mud guards. So I did what everyone else does, started Googling, and I found ARK splash guards. I think that'll look nice. Real quick, what do we have here? Well, obviously the splash guards, and this is kind of what they look like when you get them. This is the passenger side. They're very handsome, very thick. We'll compare it to the old ones once I pull them off, but I just like the way they look. You can select the color that you want of ARK, and I think this is going to match the Iron Man Foam Cell Core Pro suspension that I have, and they're pretty cool, so that'll be nice. And little details like they have a little P and a little D on each one of the splash guards to tell you which side of the 4Runner it goes on. So that's cool. In the event you have to take them off for maintenance or whatever, you know, you kind of know where they go without having to have the instructions again. And then obviously I ordered mud flaps like we talked about. A few options. They have full mud flaps. They have micro deletes, which just basically cover the hole when you take your mud flap off. And then they have this kind of in between, which gives you a little bit more on the side and a little bit on the bottom to kind of just protect the body of your 4Runner, or maybe the steps. We'll see. This is the rear, and that guy is the front. And with mud flaps on the 4Runner, they're kind of important that you either get something to put there. Either keep your mud flaps on or get something to put in the slot when you take them off, because there's these weird little pockets that mud and junk will pack into, and mud packed into crevices on your body is never a good thing. Okay, do the splash guards. Oh, actually, let me show you the hardware. This is really cool. They, because I ordered multiple things, right, they actually separated out the hardware by what I ordered. So that way I know what I'm doing. I love that. Yeah, that looks really nice. Even with the green and the green. All right, onto the mud flaps. Yeah. There's the difference in thickness. Plus, these ARKs have way more coverage. All right, let's take a look at my handiwork. These look absolutely gorgeous. more coverage to protect the internal components, and they just look nice. A lot cleaner, a lot thicker, a lot more robust. Yeah, that definitely cleans up things in there a bit. And then these, I think I misspoke. They make deletes, micro guards, and then from other companies you can get full mud flaps. So these are called micro guards, like miniature mud flaps. I think those also look really good. Just kind of unintrusive, but you get a little kick out. So before I didn't have mud guards on the front at all, and we get mud piled up right here, kind of where you step into the vehicle. So I'm hoping that with this little kind of kick out, anything that slings off the tire will be less on the step here. And they look good. And there's your little logo. We chose to go with green, like I said, just because the suspension's green, so kind of tie things together. Subtle. And that's what the rear looks like. So still a bit of coverage for your body, a lot less down here, of course. The advantage is for us, whenever we'd off-road, the factory mud flaps that come down to about here, you would hit them off-road. You'd constantly bend and tweak them, and often I wondered, how many times am I going to be able to bend those and scrape those before it tears up something in here? So now that we've cut that back by using these micro deletes, we've gained some coverage on the body that the factory mud flaps did not have, but then also we got some clearance behind the rear tire without potentially damaging the body. I think they look good, personally. Yeah, I like those. Non-intrusive, functional, I believe. We'll see how time treats these, but they're pretty cool. Non-intrusive. You really just, I don't know, they're kind of hidden but kind of not, right? One of those features where if you look, you'll notice it, but at a glance, you just look like a nice looking 4Runner. So if you're looking for something a little more than a complete delete, but less than a mud flap, try these micro guards out. I think they're going to be the trick for most of it, and they look really cool. And honestly, I've not seen them on any other 4Runner, period, in all my travels, or really online. It's not something that people seem to do, so it's kind of my own little unique touch, which I think is cool. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about these in the comments below, and if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video.